When Bethany and I first got married, we went on a South Africa safari, and then we went over to Cape Town. But the whole time she kept telling me while we were flying to Africa and on the safari, she's like, I really want to go shark cage diving. And I was like, I'm not even listening to you, no. What? I was like, I didn't even hear you say that, but she kept saying it, and I was like, oh, I do not like this. She tends to get her way, and she usually like speaks things into, it's like, and so I was like avoiding it at all costs. We get down to Cape Town, we're closer to the water, and I'm like, they had the World Cup of rugby at the time, and South Africa was playing New Zealand. So I was like, hey, let's go down to a pub and see all these rowdy South Africans watching rugby. It'll be really fun. So we go in there, and it's as rowdy as I had hoped, and there was this guy like sitting there. There was no tables because we got there late, and he waves us over, and I'm like, what's this guy? Does he want us over there? And we go sit down. He was a literal ESPN strongman. He was like so big that I was like, I don't know if I want to go sit by that guy. So we go over, and he's super friendly. He and his wife, they're buying us drinks, buying us food. They're telling us about the rugby match. And then randomly Bethany's just like, yeah, the only thing that we haven't done is gone shark cage diving. And I'm just like, whatever. And the lady goes, oh, I'm a travel agent. I can book that for you right now. And I'm just like, no, we're leaving. And literally, it's like 10 o'clock at night, and she goes, oh, I can book that for you. They have a pickup. They'll do it tomorrow. They pick you up at 4 a.m. It's a 2-hour drive over to the other side of Indian Ocean. And I'm just like, no. So we end up going because I'm just like, all right, I just signed up for the adventure life being married to Bethany. Let's just go. So to top it off, this is all, I think it's going to make a point at some point. It's just, the point is just, you just say yes and go. I'm terrified. I like water. I like doing everything in the ocean, all that stuff, but I really don't like the idea of being trapped in a cage on the side of a boat with great whites hitting the side. I mean, some people like that. So we get on the boat. I'm sitting there, and I'm actually like going to the back. They're all crowded because they're like, who's going first? Okay, let's get these people in. And they lift up what I call the coffin. It's the top of on the cage. And they only lift up one side, and I'm standing there like trying to be really small, but I'm bigger, taller than everyone. And they're like, you, sir, you go first and get in. And I'm like, you have got to be, and I'm like newly married to Bethany, and I'm like, okay. My wheels all tied up. So I get in, of course, the first one, and I go all the way to the end, and I'm literally like visualizing, I'm like, okay, if this sinks into the ocean, I'll just have to kill everyone to get out, and I'll save Bethany. Like I'm planning it out like a SEAL. I'm like, I know how to get out of this thing. So anyways, it was amazing, but the funniest thing, like I feel like it was God teaching me a breakthrough fear lesson because I get out, we get all done. The next group that goes in, they lift the whole cage out. So I was the only one that they had me climb in the narrow, skinny side that had to go all the way to the end where I thought I was trapped. Everyone else, they just lifted up the cage, the whole thing, and I was just like, okay, I see how this is going to go. If I try to get away from things, it's always going to be harder for me. So that's the point of the story. If you're supposed to go through things, trust me, God will show you a way and make it harder for you if you try to avoid the hard way, okay?